Welcome to our race day recap for Wednesday, the 18th of October, where we had 8 races on the poly track at Hollywoodbets Greyville. Race number 1 did kick off the bar pot. It was at 12:30, a maiden plate over 1,000 meters. There was a hot pot favorite in the race from the Clinton Binder stable called Inner Fix, but let's see what happened over the final stages.
Mask on us towards the outside, Magical Stones on the inside, then Spec Magic, 300 to go, Inner Fix still the leader, the danger is Mask on the outside, Inner Fix and Mask On's a big runner coming home stoutly on the outside to swoop into the lead. Victor Rail's trying to run on from behind, but Mask On's going on, and Mask On wins a length and a half to 2. Second Victor Rail, Inner Fix, and
well, it was the visiting stable of Clinton Binder that had that odds-on shot, and it could only manage third after setting the fractions up front. The pick of the ring was the winner of that race, number 5, Mask On. 5, 1, 4, and 8 was the order of finish, race number 1. Then on to the start of the place accumulator, which was race number 2 over 1,000 meters. And there were some horses that attracted some betting support in this race, and one of them was the winner, number 1, Shyfolia.
400 meters to go, and it's still Sabatini the leader. Shyfolius towards the inside. Auntie Lizzie, Pelargonium, Mia's Athena's trying to get into the race. Sabatini still leads it, and Shyfolia becomes a big runner. And Shyfolia takes it up over the last 100 meters and's going to win it. And it's Shyfolia to win it. Second position will go to Sabatini, Auntie Lizzie.
Well, she does come alive on the poly track. She'll now remain unbeaten on the surface, 4 from 4. Number 1, Shyfolia, 1, 3, 4, and 7. Then on to the big one, which was the pick 6, race number 3. This was over 1,400 meters, and this was a maiden plate. And the horse that possibly set the standard after a very encouraging debut was number 11, Royal Swan Master.
On the inside of that is Mazlatan. Then towards the outside, Royal Swan Master still got about 3 lengths to make up. T-Rex the leader, Helsinki's on the outside, trying to make a race of it as they come to the last 100. And it's still T-Rex and Royal Swan Master's running on. Helsinki's on the outside. T-Rex and Helsinki over the last 100 meters. Down the inside, Royal Swan Master's kicking. And Royal Swan Master's coming to claim them all. Royal Swan Master.
Well, as he did first time out, where he found a good finish, he did find it here over this 1,400 meter trip. I'll pencil this horse in as one to follow. The further, the better. 11, 7, 3, and 6. On to race number 4, which was a graduation handicap. It was over 1,900 meters. It was a small field after the scratching of number 3, last one standing. Just 6 runners go to post, and this was one of the finishes of the day.
Stop Me Now and Lady Canton. Johnny the Thief, Kanyisla and Leila becomes the runner. Famous and Rich between runners, but Kanyisla and Leila takes it up. On the inside, Famous and Rich won't go away though. And it's Kanyisla and Leila. Famous and Rich is fighting right back. And Famous and Rich comes back at Kanyisla and Leila. There's nothing in it. A head bobbing duel coming down to the line, and it goes to Famous and Rich.
Yeah, you had to like the way the horse fought back, because he was definitely headed there, number 6, Famous and Rich, but Never Say Die getting his head in front. 6, 2, 1, and 4 was race number 4. Race number 5 was the start of Jackpot 2. It was over 1,600 meters, and it was a merit-rated 94 handicap, where this horse called Former Gear, after the company he faced last time out, which was much stronger than the one he met today, he looked like the right horse in the field, and this was a confident ride. Richard Fourie.
The inside, 300 to go, and Maximus still leads it. Bowie's on the outside, and Former Gear's now putting in a claim down the inside. Coming to the 200, Maximus, but Former Gear's a big runner. Bowie on the outside from Ice Kingdom, but Former Gear hit the front. Bowie tries to fight back, and it's Former Gear and Bowie. Former Gear doing enough though. Bowie second, Ice Kingdom third, and
that was 7, 2, 4, and 5. Set patiently towards the back of the field. Richard knew that this was the best horse in the race, and all he needed to do was find that finish, which he did. Race number 6 was a merit-rated 81 handicap. It was over 1,200 meters. And with the scratchings in the race, there was a late scratching, if you didn't know, injured in transit, number 7, Stanley Park. King of the Gauls was the talking horse in the race after shedding that maiden. He was having his first run at Hollywoodbets Greyville, first run on the turf, first run around the turn, and he was going to answer a few questions.
King of the Gauls between runners, putting in a strong claim, and towards the outside, Rafa's Boy. Still Mr. Henley, King of the Gauls, Eddie the Mover on the inside, Ruggabugger's running on from behind, and also Tribute to You, King of the Gauls, Ruggabugger, Mr. Henley, Tribute to You running on from behind. It's Mr. Henley, Ruggabugger on the outside, Ruggabugger and Mr. Henley as they come down to the line. Ruggabugger won it.
Good ride, Calvin Abib, 6, 4, 8 and 3, the lesser fancied of the Riverland runners, Mr. Henley rounding off that exacta position. Then on to the penultimate race on the card, race number 7, over 1,400 meters, and this was a welcome return to the number 1 box for trainer Doug Campbell.
Stevie G all around the world. On the outside, Rafiki, Lake Comas down the inside, towards the outside, Porfirio. Coming down now with about 250 to go. Quizmaster still leads. On the outside, Rafiki, Lake Comas a run on the inside. Final Destiny, Porfirio. Final Destiny, Lake Como. On the outside, Rafiki, the last 100. Lake Como, and on the outside, Rafiki, they're going to hit the line. Lake Como won it.
Rachel Vinica on the board for Doug Campbell, 1, 2, 5 and 6. And then we moved on to the lucky last race, number 8, and there were a lot of scratchings here in the race, so the top one was going to be very important for those that did include those scratchings. And there was a late scratching, also injured in transit, number 14, Malcolm's Dream. Well, the top one ended up number 11, Morgan Le Fay, and they say that pace makes a race. The faster they go, the better horse will win. And have a look at this one. From last to first, Morgan Le Fay.
Vulazana on the outside. Coming out of the 200, Aisling, Time for Glory, Vulazana. Sleeker Silkus towards the inside as they come to the last 200. Still Aisling in front on the inside of that. Sleeker Silk and Zinakela's running on. Morgan Le Fay's come from absolutely last. And here's Morgan Le Fay. Zinakela's running on. Morgan Le Fay from Zinakela, Aisling.
And that was it. Race number 8, 11, 9, 1 and 3. 11, Morgan Le Fay did end up as the favorite, bringing in all those scratchings in whatever bet you'd taken. I think the pick 6 did reduce to amount of 7,700. The place accumulator played Nelson, 111. And well done if you were part of any winnings today at Hollywoodbets Greyville from the entire team. Of course, it was Raheel in the Gallop TV studio, Craig upstairs in the commentary box. I worked alongside Warren throughout the day, and to the entire team at GTV and Gallop TV, the production crew that always do an efficient and outstanding job. Thanks to them for taking care of things at Hollywoodbets Greyville on Wednesday, the 18th of October. From myself, Dees Dynan, until we meet again, you take care. Salani Gaslia.